everybody! I've had a lot of requests to do tutorials on some of the products that I've shown, so I thought I would do an eyeshadow tutorial today, and this is just like a really cute, like natural look that you can wear every day, and I'm going to incorporate some taupes and some pink shades and some browns and just some really pretty colors. Some of the products that I'm going to use is this new Wet n Wild eye palette I've gotten yesterday. It's called Silent Treatment. It has some really pretty colors in that I'm going to use. And then I'm going to use the shade in my Urban Decay Ammo palette called Last Call. So I'm going to be using that. And then finally I'm going to use a shade from my Too Faced Natural Eye palette. And we're going to be using Heaven. And we'll just use that later as a highlighter. So if you don't have these exact colors, that's fine. But you can just use something similar. Okay, so let's get started. You always want to start with primer. Make sure your eyeshadows stay longer. And I use the Urban Decay Eye Potion primer. Or primer potion, I always say that wrong. So you just want to put a little bit, like not even a pea, just like a dab, like that much on your ring finger. And put that all on your eyelid, all the way up to your brow bone. I even like to put on my tear duct. I like to put it anywhere I'm going to have eyeshadow or color. I'm going to do the other one too. And use your ring finger because it's gentle and you won't be rubbing your eye too much. There. It should look like you put concealer on your eyes and they're all very even toned. So after you do that, you want to get started on your lightest shade. So we're going to use the Brown Bone color from the Silent Treatment palette. And I'm just going to use this round brush I have. I just use this, nothing special, it's just from e.l.f. It's a professional eyeshadow brush from e.l.f. I just use this when I have a color that I want to put on very heavily because it grabs a lot of color. So I'm just going to take some of this Brow Bone color and put it all over my lid. Oh, that is heavy. And up to my brow bone. And a little on my tear duct. I'm just going to put it all over. It gets kind of messy. I do that on both of them. Always do both eyes at the same time to get the same look. If not, I guarantee you they will not look the same no matter what you do. So see, I just put that very light, almost like nude pink with a little shimmer all over. Okay. And then I'm going to use this same brush because it's really good at grabbing a lot of color and I want my lid color to be kind of heavy. So I'm just dusting some of it off. And I'm going to do the eyelid color. It's like a very bronzy silver taupe. And that looks great with blue eyes, and you're just going to kind of dab it in there instead of sweeping it. Just going to dust off some excess. And you're going to just do the eyelid. So you can already see it showing up. It's very pretty. And then we go a little bit under the crease, just a little. Very lightly. Because our crease color is going to be very heavy. Can y'all hear it storming out there? Oh my gosh. Anyways. Just gonna get it in there and go a little bit above the crease. And it's gonna be messy. You're gonna have fallout on your cheeks. It's okay. You always do your eyeshadow first and your face last so that you can get rid of that. So as you can see, it's just a very light taupe color. My eyes are really twitchy in case you haven't noticed. Then I'm going to use this brush. It's small, but it's very loose. It's not, look at all that powder come out. It's not very compacted like my brown one. So this one makes softer lines, and I like to use this in my crease. So I'm going to use this crease color. It's a very, very dark brown with gold flecks in it. And I'm just going to pat it in there because I don't want this to be too dark. This is a day look. Tap off some excess. And first I'm going to blot so that I don't get any heavy streaking in my crease, and then I'm going to go all the way to the point of my crease, and all the way over. And I'm going to raise it up just a little bit. And there, that's good. And I'm going to do it again. Just dot it a little, and then sweep very gently. Yeah, this is a very dark color. It looks pretty though. And then this is just something I do because I don't like the crease to be so different than the lid. I like to take the same color that I put in the crease and dot it on the corner of my eyelid so it kind of transitions. So I'm just going to dot a little tiny bit on the corner of my eyelid so that it all kind of blends gradually and it's not like you have a very defined crease. But that's just something I like. If you like the defined crease, then that works fine for you. Okay, so now I have all that going on. Now we're gonna incorporate a little pink into it just to give it a little pop, because right now we're looking very like bland and neutral, you know, and I want to add a little color. So we're gonna take the Urban Decay Ammo palette and take Last Call. This is a very dark, hot pink. And I only want it to be a light pink. I don't want it to be too heavy. So I'm going to take this brush. This is from like my Mark set. It came with it, but it's loose and it has a little point. So it's really good at just getting little tiny spots and not having a bunch of pigment. So I'm just going to pat it in there. Just a little bit because it's a very strong dark pink. I'm going to brush it over my lid. And you don't have to go all the way since we put that dark color over there. Just like the middle to the center lid. See, I want a little more. There we go, you can start to see the pink come out. It's almost like a purpley pink. Very pretty. Do the other one. And I really like these Wet n Wild colors. A friend of mine always wears them. And I thought I'd give them a try, and they were only $2 for a whole palette of 3 colors. Like, that's a really good price, you know. So I had to try it out. There you can see just a little bit of pink. Yeah, I had to back out either. So see, I just have a little bit of pink on the lids now. And now I'm going to go in with this color I always use as a highlighter. I always use it on my brow bone and my eye duct because it's so perfect. And it's matte, it's not super shimmery. So I think it works really good. And I usually use this one for it because the shape of it's perfect for that area. But like you could use like your finger, it's a little tiny brush, whatever works for you. And see, so I'm going to take Day. And you know what, let's go in there, or not Day, Heaven, let's go in there and get a little bit of Silk Teddy too, just to get a little shimmer. So I'm going to do a little of both. I'm just going to go right on the little bitty corner of my brow bone. I have to blend it a little. Not all the way, just this part, just the high part. And then I'm going to take just Heaven and just dot it right there on my tear duct. Sorry, my eyes are so red, y'all. I didn't sleep much. As you can hear, it's storming outside. And I'm just going to go a little right here, too. Just to brighten me up a little. Ooh, I have eyeshadow everywhere. That's okay, we're going to clean it up. Okay, now we're going to get to some eyeliner. You can do it however you like. I like to do mine a little heavy because it makes my eyes pop. So I do the inner rim and the top lid, but if you just want to do the top lid, if you just want to do your inner rim, it's up to you. Doesn't matter. And I'm using this black and turquoise like double-sided eyeliner I got from Avon. It works really good. It goes on like liquid liner. I've never had like a kohl pencil go on this smooth. It's really awesome. So I'm just going to do my inner rims. I'm going to do those first so that my eyeliner's still clean. Because if you did the lid first and then your inner rim, you would be getting all that gunk from your eyeshadow in your eye, and that would not be good. So do my inner rim. And then, now that it's wet, it's going to go on even smoother, so I only start like at the halfway mark and do tiny little dashes so that I get the smallest line possible. This way, my eyelashes look really thick once I put mascara on. Just do tiny little stroke marks really close to the base of your eyelashes. And don't even go all the way to the center of your eye, just keep it in the middle. Oh, this always makes the eyes water. There, see? Just little thin lines to make all the difference. Okay, now if you haven't yet, I already did, but I might need to touch it up. Do your under eye concealer. I just got this. I used it this morning. I think it works pretty good. It's the e.l.f. Under eye concealer and highlighter. And this side's the concealer and this side's the highlighter. You put this on first, and then you put this just like on little dots and rub it in, and it makes them like bright. Y'all know what highlighter is. And then just put on your foundation after that. I already did that. And then you can do some contouring and highlighting. That's where I use this Perfect 10 by Benefit. So let's do that really quick because I haven't done that yet. And see, I just rub it in that little box. And you go, sucker face. Contour. And I try to go all the way up here. Some contours all the way. And do the other side. Up here. And all the way down. Yeah, that looks good. Just put that back. And then I'm going to take a little blush, something that looks very subtle on you, nothing too bright and poppy unless you know you're going out and you want to do that, but this is like a day look. So this is so old, y'all. This is my Too Faced Papa Don't Peach blush, and I love it because peach is like a perfect natural blush color on me. As you can see, I've used like all of it. So I just take my little butt brush and I pop it in here, and I just dot the apples of my cheeks. And I go up a little too. And let's do a little sweep. Yeah, that's good. Don't need much. Okay, and then finally, we're going to do mascara. I've been just doing my mascara on the top because it makes your eyelashes look longer and your eyes pop. If you do it on the bottom, it could make your eyes look a little darker, so that would be for a night look. But for the day, I would just do the top lashes because it'll really heighten everything. So you just wiggle in there. This brush is so tricky, y'all. You'll have to get the hang of it because it has little plastic comb bristles. And it helps if you tilt your head up. Sorry, my hand's like in the way. And then, actually I don't need to dip this in because it's heavy. Normally though, a normal mascara you dip it in again, but not this one. This one's really heavy. To kind of wiggle it too to keep them from clumping. And I have been blessed with very long eyelashes, but I know I have a lot of friends, and I know a lot of people that put in false eyelashes on a regular basis, and they look really good and natural on them. So if that's what you need to do, you can do that. And I'm just going to go in with another little coat just to separate everything out and get all the way to the tip. That's the hardest part. It's getting the little blonde I have on the tip of my eyelashes. Just like that. So there you have this very pretty color, and it's a beautiful day look. I love it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helped you. Bye.